Boston, Massachusetts, the destination for the Knicks. The two-way threat of OG Anunoby. They'll be counting on his intensity on both ends as they get ready for the task ahead against the Celtics. Knicks, Celtics, the tip-off coming right after this. A Sunday afternoon with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce in just a moment. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at New York, they're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And, of course, there's the Celtics, just way behind.
And right now for the Knicks, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. OG Anunoby is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Bridges, and it's Brunson in at the point. And for the Celtics, the wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Kata. And it's Simons in at the one spot. Anunoby finds Hart. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this break, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Bridges. Pass to Brunson. The three. They get it back. Six to shoot. Towns. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson.
Towns is so dangerous in the paint. He's got the ability to just muscle through most any defense.
Brunson against Simon. Pass to Kata. Left side Simons. Over Brunson. And it's Simons missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Bridges. It's good.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Outside White. Back to Tatum. Inside. Got a piece of it. Towns with the steal. Anunoby passes to Hart. Now here's Brunson. Covered by Simon. A fader. Brunson, no good. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. He talked about the matchup issues that Karl Anthony Towns creates for defenses. Coach said the combination of size and skill make Cat a tough cover. If you put a center on him, he can beat them with his quickness or his perimeter game. And if you put a wing on him, he can overpower them in the post. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that.
We know Tatum's got a terrific jumper, but I like when he pounds that paint, too.
And this has got to be, Clark, one of the best offenses in Knicks franchise history.
Yeah, you look at the two-man game between Brunson and Towns, Kevin, and it's virtually unstoppable. And they've got the defenders to hold up at the other end as well. This is a rock-solid crew.
Now, here's Simon. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. And inside, light covering, Hart the pass to Towns. Brunson kicks to Towns. And the Knicks miss again. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout. And
it really was the turnovers that fueled the blowout. A lot of questionable, poor decisions by them with the ball. And when that happens, you can get blasted.
New York moving the ball around. And it's Brunson missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Simons against Anunoby. Pass to Keita. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
He's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's great defense right there.
Now here's Simons. He's coming off a 13-point game against Miami.
You know, when you throw in the assist, he had a monster night.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. He's checked in for Anthony Simons. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Clarkson's checked in. For the New York Knicks, they come into this one following a loss to the Pistons in Detroit.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
And here's Brown after the three-pointer from Karl Anthony Towns. Keita, the pass to Tatum. Brown sets a screen for Pritchard. Bangs home the trifecta.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. 5 on the clock. High, arcing shot, and it's Derek White with the rebound. White's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Brown against Bridges. Brown down low. Shoots over Bridges. Bank shot. No good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Oh, slick move by Clarkson, getting around that inside contact to finish the shot.
Clark, one of the better two-way wings in the NBA, Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, he's a versatile defender, has really improved offensively recently, in my estimation. Was second in Defensive Player of the Year voting one time, and over time, like I said, I think he's really added to and rounded out his offensive game.
There's Clarkson. Jayson Tatum picking up that last basket. Towns at the elbow. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. So, Clark, let me ask you, what makes Karl Anthony Towns stand out as a perimeter big man?
Well, I think first and foremost, his shooting ability for a big guy is unique. I mean, he can shoot it with the best of three-point shooters and from deep. Not many big guys can do that. He can put it on the floor. He's an excellent free throw shooter. He can shoot shots off the dribble as a big guy. And he can go old school and play bully ball. So, I mean, you factor in that combination of toolkit, That's pretty impressive for a guy that's almost 7 feet tall.
Boston making a switch here. Hauser's checked in, and a switch here also for New York. McBride's checked in, and that trip coming up empty, missing both. Now that we have over half of this season completed, Greg, what are you most interested in seeing moving forward?
I'm looking at which teams are going to make that playoff push, right? And which teams are content with slipping into the lottery. A lot will be determined over the next few weeks.
And here are the Knicks now, following the bucket by the Celtics. Clarkson finds Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Virtually no way to stop Towns. He's extremely dangerous that close to the bucket.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Boucher's checked in for the Celtics. Derek White comes in for Tatum. Then for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Hart, and Mikal Bridges subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Pritchard, defended by McBride. Robinson against Boucher. Here's White. Robinson pulls it in. New York's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. McBride passes to Clarkson. Outside, Towns. Just 5 on the clock. Towns is double. Deep 2 from Clarkson. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Clarkson's got the game tied up here for New York.
You know, coming into the league with a little hitch in his shot, something Clarkson's worked hard to iron out.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Jaylen Brown never loses confidence. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla said he has great short-term memory. If he misses a shot, it never affects the next one. You can't shake him. I just love his poise and his ability to attack. Brown said, every time I take the floor, I want to be aggressive. Back to you guys.
You absolutely love that confidence. Okay, Allie, we thank you. Now Brown, after Jordan Clarkson missing on that last three-pointer. Brown against Bridges. Brown inside. No good that time. Bridges with some nice defense. McBride with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Pritchard against Bridges. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Drills the three-pointer.
Improving shot mechanics. Good height on that jumper. Nice arc. I like what I see there from Clarkson.
Here's Pritchard. Defended by McBride. Pritchard with the ball. Here's Brown. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Knicks lead by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how the Knicks are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
Pritchard and White are their guards. Then there's Sam Hauser. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Minot in at the power forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics.
Bridges doing a nice job adjusting around the interior contact that time.
Here's White. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Bridges passes to McBride. To the paint. Here's Yabusele. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Hauser misses. The Knicks leading by 3. Here's McBride. No scoring in this one. Lets the 3 fly. Boucher with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Out to White. This one for 3. The rebound by Yabusele.
Well, he's kind of deflating their chances, and I know he really wants to help the team, but this is not the way to go about it.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Pritchard. Pass to Boucher. Over Robinson. Again, the miss by the Celtics. New York leading by 5. Here's Bridges diving in, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Yeah, that time Bridges got loose and got everything he wanted right there. What a throwdown.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Celtic fans, please put your hands together and welcome to center court, Celtics Entertainment. Celtic fans, coming out to the floor now is Celtics Entertainment. Make some noise for them.
Brownie's checked in for the Celtics. And Fernie Simons comes in for Pritchard. The Knicks also changing it up. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Yabusele. And Anunoby subbed in for Miles McBride. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And the shot goes down. Hauser's got his first points in this one.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Towns with the creativity and explosiveness.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Here's Brown, following the score by New York. Here's Simons, and he banks in the layup. Simons has got 6.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Clarkson passes to Anunoby. Brunson on the wing, covered by Simons. 4 on the clock. Clarkson kicks to Anunoby. Three-pointer. No good on that one. White with the defensive effort. Pass to Brown. Bridges with some nice defense. The Knicks leading by 5. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites in offense.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the stripe.
Throw good. Clarkson. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screen. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, 2 of the best to ever do it.
The Knicks with the lead. To the inside, Towns. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Brown with the screen on Clarkson. Three-pointer, Simon.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Towns kicks to Anunoby. Clarkson for 3. Boston grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Boston making some changes. Tatum, he's checked in for Sam Hauser. And it's Pritchard in for White. Miles McBride's checked in for New York. Jalen Brunson comes in for Jordan Clarkson. Brown against Anunoby. Pritchard from outside. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Brunson kicks to Anunoby. The kick out to Towns. Off target from three-point range.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Back to Pritchard. Pass to Brown. To stop the drought. It's rebounded by Towns.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now here's Brunson. 10-point lead. This is their biggest.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Boucher. 11 points for him in that last game against Miami.
And we have to mention his rebound. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
Boston making a switch here. Garza's checked in. Ersan Yabusele, he's checked in for New York. Here's Brown. He's coming off a 22-point game against Miami. Pritchard finds Brown. Shot clock at 6. Tatum with a screen on Anunoby. Here's Simons. Boston again missing.
A chilly quarter for him offensively, trying to get warmed up.
And McBride gets it to go.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now here's Simons. 6 points for him. And the shot goes in. Simons has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, gritty inside. Simons amongst the big bodies.
Anunoby outside. New York moving the ball around. Pass to Brunson. And here's Towns. And Yabusele wide open, and he shoots. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Tatum. Oh, what strength and power from Tatum.
The delicate touch from the crafty swingman. Tatum continues to add to his arsenal offensively.
Yabusele setting a screen for Towns. Towns is doubled. Here's Yabusele. Rebound Boston. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
Now here's Towns. He's got 11. Yabusele, a screen on Simons. Inside. Nice shot by Yabusele. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Knicks?
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Well, how about the transition game, too? I mean, that's been another key for them, moving the ball quickly up the floor. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Simons, the pass to Brown. Bounce pass, Pritchard. Tatum setting the pick for Brown. Shoots over Anunoby. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Good. McBride's got the lead up to 13 now for the Knicks.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Now here's Tatum. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Miami.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
And so it's the New York Knicks looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Karl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. So stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Karl.
Hey, Allie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the New York Knicks.
Yeah, they're playing within themselves, getting to their spots and working the ball to whoever is open.
Efficiently building out that lead. And looking ahead tonight, here are the upcoming games we're looking forward to. It'll be the Wizards out at Capital One Arena against the Heat. 2 p.m. Eastern is the tip-off.
You know what we call that matchup, Ernie? Painful.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Second half underway, and here's who Mike Brown's got on the floor. OG Anunoby is out there with Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Bridges. And it's Towns in at the 5 spot. Nailed from three-point land.
Oh, crafty play by Simons, working the pick and roll to perfection.
Bridges outside. Brunson scanning the floor. Nice! Brunson working inside.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Kata. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, at 6'6" with pretty good length, he plays a lot longer than he looks, and that helps Bridges inside.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And 74%, you know, so-so. He probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
Guys, I think free throw shooting is all about rhythm and confidence, and he hasn't been able to establish any rhythm there this season.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Mikal Bridges has what I call a balanced game. Not many holes, can do a little bit of everything. He gives you points and a sprinkle of everything else, plus some really effective defense to go with it.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey guys, the Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Back over to you, Kevin.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Clark, how about the spark Jalen Brunson has brought to these Knicks?
Yeah, I tell you, I didn't see it coming in terms of how good Jalen Brunson has been, Kevin. I mean, I knew he was great in college, and I knew he would be a good pro, but to be kind of a franchise player, that's more than I expected. Playoff runs in all 3 years for Brunson in New York. Boy, he's given the franchise a jolt for sure, and he's a joy to watch.
And it's Towns missing. Celtics trail by 11. Tatum kicks to Simons. Tatum against Hart. And Tatum hammers it home.
Tatum, like most players, is best when he's aggressive and attacking the basket.
Brunson the pass to Towns. Back to Brunson. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. And it's 6 points here for Jalen Brunson.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Chance now to break out the list of the league's leading teams in the steals department. In third, the Knicks.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Hard against Tatum. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. They've led by as many as 14 points.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority. I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Out to White. Pass to Brown. They set the screen. Towns with the steal. Anunoby with it. Picked up by Brown. It's stolen by White. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. White a screen. The three from Tatum. Rebounded by Hart. The Knicks leading by 11. Brunson outside. On the wing, Anunoby. Brunson a screen on Tatum. Hart. Out to Bridges. New York, no good that time either.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 11.
Tatum clearly putting on a show in this one, doing it all.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Jaylen Brown.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. 9-point game. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game is the first and last of their homestand. White dishes to Tatum. Brown the pass to Tatum. Outside, Simons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Brunson. And it's Simons missing. The Knicks leading by 9. Brunson kicks to Anunoby. Outside, Towns. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Tatum. Celtics have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hunt. That's his first foul. Pritchard, he's checked in for the Celtics. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Anunoby. Now Pritchard. White looking around. 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. Busted. No good that time either.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Hits it from three-point range. Clarkson's got 13 points.
The total answer for this team. Clarkson on one tonight.
Here's Queta. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Busted. No good that time either. And here is Hart. Right wing.
Such a crafty player. Brunson really excelled at getting the defense off balance.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
The first one falls.
And Brunson really is a leader both on and off the floor. His example, when he speaks words of truth and passion, and his will and drive to win is infectious.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Now here's Brown. Still scoreless. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Boston shooting their first free throw of the game here. That free throw good from Brown. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Bridges is really a good foul shooter, so you do not want to send him to the line.
The Knicks have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Bridges. Celtics trail by 15. Brown outside. Pass to Tatum. There's the three. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Tatum against Bridges. Outside, White. From the arc. The Knicks pull it in.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points.
You really see Hart's athleticism inside. I mean, he can bounce, he can twist and turn, really good body control. Whatever it takes to score, he usually can make it happen.
And so it's Boston with it, following the score by New York. White setting the pick for Tatum. Brown outside. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Bridges. Again, the miss by the Celtics. New York leading by 17. Hart kicks to Clarkson. Towns a screen on Brown. Pass to Towns. There's the triple. And Pritchard pulls it down.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Well, let's take a look now at some of the most explosive players in the NBA lately. The highest scoring small forwards of the past month. Jaylen Brown, 4th.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
Well, we know the small forward spot is where the bulk of the scoring load rests on most teams. I mean, those players on that list always come through in the scoring department. These guys pack a lot of firepower.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Boston making a switch here. Einard's checked in. Miles McBride's checked in for the Knicks. Here's Yabusele. Pass to McBride. To the middle. Here's Robinson, and Robinson throws it down.
Throwing it down hard. Robinson was fully committed on that one.
Celtics trail by 19. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Back to Pritchard. 5 to shoot. Out to the right wing. To end the run. Boucher's shot is off.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's White. And the 3 off target. McBride with the ball. Here's Clarkson. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's New York with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Back right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Out on the wings for him, it'll be Simons and Brown. Sam Hauser is out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Pritchard in at point guard. That's the Boston 5. Now, here's Simons. Jordan Clarkson missing his last shot. Simons against Anunoby. Pritchard passes to Hauser. Over Robinson, and the basket by Hauser. Hauser's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Boston. To the paint, here's Robinson, and the dunk by Robinson.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from him.
Now, here's Brown. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. To the wing right side. Hauser finds Pritchard. Fires the three. Hauser misses. New York leading by 19 points. Now McBride. Clarkson passes to Robinson. Outside, Towns. Down low. And it's Robinson that time on the assist from Clarkson. Clarkson's got his 8th assist in the game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Back to Brown. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul. It'll go to the line. Hey, Clark, we know resistance training is something pretty much every player does. Is that prevalent back in the 80s when you played?
That's 4 decades ago, Kevin, and it wasn't as prevalent as it is now. I mean, it's commonplace, and kids get exposed to the benefits of weight training and strength training for any sport, but particularly basketball, at a much earlier age now. So it's part of who they are once they get to the college level and then on to the NBA. But the core strengthening, the stability work of that area between your knees and your sternum, the middle of your chest, boy, that type of work has made a huge difference and would have made a great difference, I think, in my career had it been as prevalent as it is now. Look, you've got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league. He put in a lot of work. He shoots it well from the floor and line.
Here's McBride. Anunoby in the corner. The rebound by the Celtics. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Outside, Simons. Pass to Pritchard. Over McBride. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Clarkson passes to Robinson. Back to Clarkson. Here's McBride. Out to the wing. Towns for 3. Not going to go that time.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Clarkson against Simons. Pass to Hauser. Now, here's Boucher. Not a lot of room, and he gets the bucket.
That's how they use a size mismatch in tight. Take it to the rack.
The Knicks leading by 18. And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He knows every possession is critical now.
Attention Celtics fans, coming onto the floor now is Celtics entertainment. Make some noise for and put your hands together for Celtics entertainment.
Some changes here for the Celtics. Kate is checked in, and it's Tatum in for Jaylen Brown. The Knicks also changing it up. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Bridges comes in for Clarkson, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. Here's Anunoby. Bridges kicks to Hart. Back to Bridges. Six on the shot clock. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Celtics trail by 18. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Simons against Brunson. Now here's Simon. Guarded closely. Brunson with some nice D. Hart the pass to Brunson. Can't cash in from close range.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Hauser misses. New York leading by 18. To the middle. Hart, that's good.
You know, getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I'd like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
Now here's White. Pass to Tatum.
I see him.
With four spacing so in demand, league wide, Clark, there are non-shooting big men on the chopping block, wouldn't you say?
I agree. I mean, for centers, you've got to have the awareness as far as cutting and moving off the ball, and then using what they call circle action in the paint to create an angle for the pass and stay out of the way. Those are things that are part of the game now for the big guys. He didn't have a single point in the first half. Bagel, 0 points, nada. But he's starting to get into the groove here in the second.
Now here's Simons. Over Brunson. And count it from 19 feet away.
And this is what Simons does best. Once he catches fire, this guy is a tough one to put out.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Brunson. And he drops it in from the low post. Brunson's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Celtics trail by 20. Now here's Tatum. Over Hart. No good off the back of the rim.
All he needed right there was simply to set himself up and then relax and shoot the ball. He threw himself off balance for no reason.
Robinson left side. And Boston with the rebound. Hayes got 8 rebounds in this game. To the inside. And White, the bucket on the assist by Simon.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team.
standard, make some noise for them.
Present our player of the game, Karl-Anthony Towns.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. Throws it down.
With his size and touch, there are very few that can match Karl-Anthony Towns' skill set, making him an impossible matchup most times.
Here's Kata. Simons up top. Brunson covering. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Anunoby. And you know, everyone's aware, Clark, of the team rivalries in the NBA. But there are, I think, still plenty of personal ones, too.
Yeah, I would agree with you there, Kevin. I mean, you've got highly competitive, accomplished guys making up the rosters on NBA teams. And if a player wins the individual matchup in one game, you can be sure that opponent in the next game is going to look to make things a little different.
And that one misses.
Tell you what, every coach would love to have a bunch of guys like OG Anunoby. I mean, long, athletic, can make plays at the defensive end at a high level. And, of course, being able to knock down the three is that whipped cream on the strawberry shortcake.
And he sinks the second. Here's Tatum. Brown outside. Clock at 6. To the paint. Here's White. And Bridges with the block.
Bridges' defense is so important to this team. It gives you some rim protection from the wing.
Towns finds Brunson. New York moving it around. Three-pointer. Rebound Boston.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
Simons against Brunson. Left side, Simons. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Knicks.
The one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And just bulldozing their way through this season series. The victory here tonight will make it 3-0 for the year, with one left to be played against the Celtics.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Karl-Anthony Towns.
I thought his active hands were a big help. I mean, he took some chances on defense, and his gambles paid off. He got a bunch of steals.
And here is Hart, after Jayson Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. 24 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And here is Brown. 11 seconds left in the fourth. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce. She's standing by with our player of the game.
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
We played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensive. We did a great job. We got those 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We can see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.